Hello everybody, Dr. Dan here in week one of our organizational development class. I do have a lot of information to go over right now, and I'll do so rather quickly, but of course you can just rewind and re-watch certain sections. So let's go ahead and I will give you a preview of what many of the weeks look like, as well as some key assignments and things that you will have throughout this course. So first off, you always begin here with a weekly preview video, as well as your learning objectives. Then our readings in week one, we have a little bit extra because we have the APA manual that we might want to peruse through a little bit. You have the course syllabus that you need to review. You also have a writing center document that's going to help you, basically help prevent you from plagiarizing. And then you'll begin reading the first text by Liker, which is The Toyota Way. You should find that that book is rather engaging. It's really a good book. You're going to learn about Toyota and why they were successful. You're also going to learn some of the, I guess you might almost say, the secrets of Toyota's success, and how not only can those methods be applied to manufacturing, but also most any other industry, including service industries and so on. So you'll do your readings for the week. We have a variety of videos every single week, so make sure you watch the videos. Again, I find them very engaging. They're interesting. You have leaders in the industry, in the OD industry, that will be addressing a slew of topics, including week one, how organizational development is defined. So you do that. A number of other videos here. And then we dive into the discussions. When you click launch, you will see that you won't see anything yet. You got to create a thread, enter your discussion post, and then you'll see if anyone else has posted their discussions. Read through the various discussion questions, and I encourage you to go ahead and type those out in Word. Make sure you've properly formatted everything. You cite your sources in text, provide a reference list, some of those basics so we know where the information comes from and gives credit where credit is due. And then go ahead and create your thread and submit that discussion post. Let me go ahead and go back here to week one. And so after the discussions, we also have, of course, you'll be responding to at least 2 students throughout the week. You also at some point will want to take the quiz. We do have a quiz for pretty much most every week in this class. However, the quizzes are not super difficult. They are designed to help you learn, not necessarily to help assess your level of knowledge. So I believe you'll actually really enjoy the quizzes because they're going to help you understand some of the concepts a bit more. I also encourage you to read the comments that I left for you after the quiz has been completed. And one last thing, you can take those quizzes as many times as you want and get 100% on every one of those. Next, let's discuss our portfolio project. First off, in weeks 1 through 9, you will be making entries into a portfolio that you will create. It needs to be professional looking, and I basically created some of the expectations right here, as well as how to organize the information. In week 1, you'll turn that in. There'll be no grade, but I will provide you feedback to help you. I'll do that again in week 5. You'll turn it in, no grade again, but I will review that, make sure you're maintaining weekly entries into that. I'll provide you some feedback, and then finally you'll turn in the week in week 9, you'll turn in the portfolio, and that will then in turn be graded. It is a large portion of your grade, so make sure you're working on it every single week, contributing to it, and really dive into the literature and learn about it and synthesize the information with the videos and so on, and make some really positive entries, because then the second part of this project will be in week 10, where you actually give a presentation. And that particular presentation will be, you'll make an appointment with your instructor, and you'll be talking about all of the information that you learned throughout the course and so on. So I also encourage you maybe to go ahead and look at the rules and requirements associated with that presentation, because that'll kind of help you better understand what to contribute each week and how to be better prepared. The last thing you want to do with this assignment is not take it very seriously, maybe skip weeks and so on, because that'll dramatically impact your grade. Like I said, this is a very significant portion of your final grade, but it should be a lot of fun. It's a great reflective type of activity versus writing, let's say, a traditional academic paper. Next, we have what I think is also a pretty cool activity. This is a pass-fail assignment. No grade is attached to it. However, you have to do the assignment. You have to get a passing grade in order to pass the class. So it's kind of an interesting approach there. But I have several reasons for doing that, including letting you focus more on the interview process and really learning from it than worrying about a grade. I don't want you to worry about a grade with this particular project. The project is kind of twofold, where in the first stage, you will go ahead at some point in weeks 1 through 8, you will go ahead and find and then set an appointment with some type of organizational development specialist. They might actually be an OD consultant. They might be someone just that has a title, let's say, within the workplace of human resources manager, but they specialize in organizational development. Maybe within an organization there is actually an organizational development manager, or who knows what the title may be. But the bottom line is you want to find someone within an organization you currently work at, or ideally outside of an organization you work at, or if you're not working, then you're going to have to go seek out an individual that specializes in organizational development. I do have some ideas here for you, and this has a number of benefits that I've already laid out here, including it's going to teach you how to network. It's going to kind of force you to get out there and network a little bit, meet people, hopefully maybe join one of these organizations that I've pointed out for you. It is really important in an industrial organizational psychology program, a graduate program, that you begin to network with others in the field, and you're going to learn from them, and potentially those people will be the ones that will lead you to the good jobs. So there are a number of great benefits with this activity, and I believe you'll really enjoy it. Again, don't forget about it because it is due at the end of week 8, but you have a couple months to prepare, to plan, the schedule, to get involved, whatever it is, in order for you to meet the right individual for you to interview. I even provided a worksheet for you so that way during the interview process, you kind of know what questions to ask. And then after week 8, you'll go ahead and you'll type out that interview and turn it in for that pass-fail. Finally, at the end of week 1 and at the end of every week, we'll have a continuous improvement survey that's consistent with the model that you see promoted by, for instance, Toyota, where continuous improvement is critical, and it's critical to success. I believe it's also critical to success within our courses of continuing to improve them. So we have a very strong program which ultimately benefits you, because one day you're going to be an alumni, and the stronger the program is that you came from, again, the better off you are in terms of future employers looking at your resume, at your Vita, whatever it may be, and seeing that you came from a really strong program. So you're going to contribute to that. And that's, again, consistent with, for instance, Cotter's book as well as the Toyota Way. And so you do that each week. You'll just provide, it's anonymous, and just provide some feedback on the instructor as well as the course design. Whew, that's a lot of stuff, right? Well, hang in there. It's week 1. It's a little bit more overwhelming, but you're going to get used to what's expected of you each week. And you'll find that the class should be, like I said, rather engaging. You're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of different activities going on. And like I said, I believe you'll really enjoy the class. Thank you very much, and I just hope you have a really great day.